All right, everybody. Episode 1, Real Men of Genius podcast. My name is Bailey Curry. I'm here with Matt Hendricks.
Howdy.
And let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I don't know why we decided to do this podcast. It just kind of felt like a good way to get some creative energy out, maybe create a little social media buzz as most NASCAR drivers need. And figured it'd be a good way to make fun of things in the NASCAR world, maybe tell a few stories, and just kind of share a little bit about ourselves and what we do.
We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. To all 7 of our people that are going to be listening this first episode, one of them is going to be my mom.
Yeah, my parents are definitely listening to this episode. I guess, do you have anything exciting happen at the racetrack this week? We raced at Las Vegas last week.
Buddy, let me tell you something. I would say I moonlight as a pit crew guy now. I would say my career started in NASCAR and pit crew stuff, but I have since moved on. But I still moonlight from time to time. I'm laying in bed, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's Friday. I don't have a care in the world. I'm going to go sit by the pool all day. And I get a text from someone, hey, can you pit the truck race tonight? I said, if I got a fire suit, possibly. I don't have anything out here. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. We'll just take care of it when you get here. So I reluctantly said yes.
Very reluctantly.
Turns out one of the teams, their flight got canceled, and they just needed bodies. And that's what they got.
Yeah.
They got bodies.
So a team, are we not saying names? I'll say names. I don't care.
You can say names. I'm not going to name names.
So I got the same phone call. It wasn't obviously to do pit crew stuff or whatever, but I work in the garage a little bit as being a driver. I worked in the garage a little bit, and I got a call. I got a bunch of calls actually because this flight was supposed to leave at 8 a.m. from Charlotte, get to Vegas around 10 or so. Garage open for trucks at about 11, and I got a call. It's kind of the same thing. I did not want to get up. I did not want to go. When I got this call, it was so hard to not say no right away, but I heard him out. And so Tim Farrell is an engine guy on Timmy Hill's truck. Their flight got canceled, and he gave me a call, told me to talk to Timmy. Timmy gave me a call, and he said he had the getting through tech and everything worked out, which I was happy about. Good for them. I know that sucks having a flight get canceled like that. You saw the same thing with Chase Briscoe. Almost missing the race for the Cup race. But, they got the pit crew figured out. It was a pretty ragtag team.
I think figured out is a very loose term.
Yeah, it's a broad statement. I saw the equipment y'all were working with look like a snap-on gun off the truck maybe about 10 years ago.
The rear gun was, I think, from Harbor Freight from 87.
Oh, okay. And then your socket looked like one of those big, long orange ones that they use on dirt late model tires.
Correct. It was not an ideal situation.
It never is. Not in those emergency situations. But, yeah. How'd that race go? I mean, y'all were doing pretty good. And obviously, y'all got junked at the end. But y'all were doing pretty good.
Yeah, so the strategy, and I'm going to put that in air quotes, the strategy was let's just stay on the lead lap. And if we have to, we'll take 2 tires, come back around, get caught up, and take 2 tires. I think the fastest pit stop we had was maybe 40 seconds.
Probably all on you, too. Probably all on the tire carrier. You were carrying tires?
I was a tire carrier, yes.
You were carrying them tires.
I'm a multifaceted pit crew guy.
Yeah,
I can do multitude of things.
I carried tires once. Gateway, non-competitive pit stops, Natalie Decker. I carried tires out. It sucked because the way the rules were for the non-competitive stops is you weren't allowed to come off the wall. So I had to jump off the wall with both tires in my hand. Really was tough on the knees.
I don't feel sorry for you at all.
Oh, that's ridiculous because I feel sorry for me. And I feel like all the fans in the stands that were watching me and just me also felt sorry for me. But, hey, you're entitled to your opinion, man.
So what do you think was more stressful? Driving an actual race car or pitting the truck?
Probably pitting because I race all the time and I'm pretty much used to it. Been racing for 17 years, brother. I've pitted one time.
Is that professionally?
No. I started racing go-karts when I was 7. I mean, you could say I was professional then. I was pretty good, but not formally.
Okay. Well, getting back to our whole pitting thing, it was absolute chaos. It was chaos in the streets. Stuck around in the top 20 for most of the race. And then, unfortunate ending. The truck was absolutely destroyed. So as a guy who just kind of shows up, I really don't have loyalty to anybody except the guy who's paying my checks.
Cutting them checks.
That's pretty much it. So
Wrong soundboard button.
I'm getting used to it. So
yeah, first episode jitters.
I mean, I felt bad for Tyler because he just got absolutely destroyed.
Dude, they didn't even show it on TV
they didn't even
either. I don't understand. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't even know who won the race, but I know that he got wrecked at the end, and they never showed it. I hate when they do that. Like, they gotta sound like a broken record here. You hear all the smart people on Twitter talking about how they need to show the mid-pack more, and they just don't listen. They don't listen. I'll probably never get shown now because I'm throwing a little shade here. But, hey, maybe it'll wake them up, stop following the sheep.
Maybe. I mean, I doubt it because...
I doubt it, too.
Once you get to about 15th, 18th place, the coverage just kind of falls off.
Yeah, that's why, I try to stick above 13th. I finished 13th. I guess I was trying to slide that in there that I had a good run this weekend, but, whatever. We'll just slide past it.
Shout out JD Motorsports.
Yeah, shout out to JD Motorsports. All the folks in the 15 car and all the other cars for that matter. Great folks.
The Red Rocket
was down there today getting that sucker ready, that bullet ready for Talladega. We're going to roll to the front.
So, can you walk me through the chaos that was, I don't know when it was, 40 laps into the race?
Yeah, that Daytona-sized wreck that happened at
Correct.
Las Vegas. We're probably going 130 miles an hour, and people just take their brains out of their head, put them on the dashboard, and wreck like 20 cars.
Like, so you see 5-6 cars in front of you, and they're facing you. What's going through your head?
I don't know what to do. So on that restart, I was feeling a little bold, started on the bottom, but the top was way better on restarts, but the line was so much shorter with the choose rule. Started on the bottom, got a good restart, threw it 3 middle, just, like I said, feeling a little bold. Was going into
saucy.
it. Yeah, they went 5 wide. They're feeling even bolder in front of me and started crashing, and I'm stuck 3 middle, so all I can do at this point is really just slow down. I'm trying to slow down. I get hit from behind, and then I'm essentially just pushing the 26 car and the other people in front of me. I really don't know how I made it out. I got turned sideways by, I believe, the 4 cars behind me because we were all just jammed in there.
Shout out Landon.
Yeah, shout out Landon. He could have hit me harder, and we could have all been involved in that, but he didn't. He was on top of it. Anyways, I got kind of turned sideways, so I just gassed up. Kind of turned the 26. I feel bad about that. Sorry, Sam. But got jacked sideways, stood in the gas, was able to make it to the apron, and drove around it. Other than that, I couldn't tell you. I got a little bit of damage. Somehow I got a perfect, like a donut-style tire mark right on the center of the nose. But not any damage. Like, it wasn't like it was pushed in. Like, I literally was just pushing on the tire like
just
that.
A little.
Yeah, just a little, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was Vegas for us. We stayed at the South Point, as all other racers do. Shout out Brendan Gaughan. He always hooks up all the race teams every time. The whole Gaughan family.
I lost a decent amount of. Getting back to why I picked the truck race, it's because I lost money in Vegas.
Yeah, I stay away from them gambling machines. I don't like all that stuff. I went to the arcade instead because at least I knew I was losing money, but I also knew that I was having fun. I forgot to cash in my tickets. I have like 1,833.
Good thing.
I'll never forget that. No, yeah, we'll go there next spring. I'll cash in. I'll get that lava lamp I have my eye on.
I think you're forgetting the best part of the whole entire weekend.
There's too many good parts about the South Point Hotel and Resort and Casino. Bowling, but the best thing I saw all weekend, and this is maybe more so than the race, maybe not, maybe so, but they had a little rodeo going on, and this was my first rodeo, and let me tell you, some great stuff going on.
Electric.
What,
Absolutely.
do you remember
electric.
what the event they were doing was?
It was, I'm going to butcher this, I think. I'm just going to throw a bunch of letters together and hope that it gets relatively close.
Okay.
I think it was the PHCCA Cutting Horse Equestrian event.
Wait, so cutting, that was the event, right?
That was
was like the sport or the activity they were doing. We had to look it up. Damn, I can't believe you remembered all of that, because I just remember.
Like I said, I think I'm making most of that up.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. It really reminded me of something my cousins out in East Texas might do. You know, walking around. A lot of folks in large bottom, like I guess bell-bottom jeans, boots, cowboy hats going on. A lot of vest going on.
To say we were out of our element, I think would be one of the most drastic understatements of our lives.
Yeah, like I almost felt bad, like, because we were kind of not making fun of it, but just,
we were enjoying what we were seeing.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're out of our element. We're trying to enjoy the time we spent there. Just trying to overpower the smell of horse.
It wasn't that bad.
It was not good either. We went to the practice arena, and I really felt I feel like everyone was staring at us in there.
All 6 people.
They were all staring at us. So I was wearing like Vans and a vintage Brickyard 400 t-shirt, and they were fully cowboyed up. Like, these were straight up cowboys. All had cowboy hats on. Bunch of buckle bunnies about.
The old buckle bunnies.
I'm talking about some buckle bunnies out there. If you don't know what a buckle bunny is, look it up. I don't know what you might find. I'm just assuming that that description will fit my description. But yeah, the cutting event, awesome event.
Electric.
It was. Like, I don't really understand what they were doing or how it was working. We watched like maybe 6 of these teams go, which, by the way, had amazing names, dude. Like, I'm talking about, what was it? Catalina cashing in.
We had Redneck.
Redneck. It was like neck was spelled with a Neyck, which it's just out of this world. Do you remember any of the horse names? I should have wrote them down. The horse names were pretty good. Like, I guess it had like the head guy and his horse. Like, obviously the guy's name was, pretty plain. I mean, obviously your standard cowboy.
You're still
name.
missing the best part.
What?
The chick that would sit off to the side and go.
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be so loud. If you got headphones on, turn them down, brother.
Sorry, I should have gave you a noise warning.
Because they were like going yee yee.
Ooh, yeah.
But like, I don't think they were clapping because they were like happy with how they're doing it. They're just like trying to distract this cow. I guess we got to explain how this event worked. There's like a herd of cows, all in the end. And there's a couple of officials down there. They're down here. You got, a couple cowboys on some horses over here. You had the main guy. This horse had just ankles on it, dude. Like, it was taking cows' ankles away. It would just dig in. It looked like Booby Miles out there, just cutting. Just like the event. But they'd like go in and they'd pull like maybe 2-3 cows out. And then they had to hold them out there. They got the one girl, yee, and then this horse is just going back and forth, and you're just surrounding this cow. Low-key felt bad. Like, imagine you're just in a space and you just can't get out. You can't get back to your friends. They're just holding you. You can see them, but you can't get back to them.
Yeah, it was devastating. But we also saw a bunch of cows try to bang each other.
Yes, that was also funny, and that's the point where I started kind of feeling bad because this isn't a packed house by any means. This is probably about a hockey arena size stadium.
Minor league hockey.
Yeah, definitely minor league. We're not talking about the.
We're not talking about the Golden Knights.
Not talking about the Golden Knights. I do think they should have an AHL team that plays there, just so when we do go to Vegas, we can maybe catch a hockey game. That's always fun. But yeah, like between the yee and the cows humping each other, like it was pretty hard not to laugh. And there's people a couple rows down from us. They never really looked back, but I could tell they were just pissed. They were pissed we were there, looking like a couple of hoodlums. Maybe not hoodlums. Hoodlums isn't the right word. A couple of city slickers.
Jabronis.
Yeah, they just don't belong. We didn't belong there. But hey, it was fun. I was really bored. We went and ate some. Where did we eat? I forget the restaurant, but whatever. I had some seafood Creole. Seafood's good in Vegas this time of year.
Yeah, I hear they get all the fresh catches.
Yeah, they do from the Vegas River or the Vegas Ocean. But yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
From cutting.
So I mean, Xfinity schedule came out today.
It did.
What are your and truck schedule? I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I plan on running in the Xfinity Series next year. I'm very jealous of the truck schedule.
Is that breaking news?
In the shakeups, it's got no breaking news really. I'm just a race car driver out here doing what I can to drive in circles. You know what I'm talking about. Any racer knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, the only cool thing about the Xfinity schedule, like the only cool like switch up, is Portland, which is cool. It's very cool. You know, it's a market we've never gone to before, but it kind of takes a race away. It takes away from Mid Ohio, which that's like my main sponsor's home track, which sucks for me personally. I am still pumped we get the 2 weeks off in the middle of the year though. Get that NASCAR spring break in. You know, I can go party it up or do whatever I want to do during those 2 weeks.
Have fun with that.
Oh, I will. I have the most fun. Probably way more fun than you ever had. Anyway, the truck schedule, they get IRP, which I've been begging for. I don't know I've just been begging to anybody who will listen. And they finally get to go back. Hopefully I can maybe try to sneak a little truck ride in because that's the same week that we're running Indy Road Course, which I wish we'd run the Oval, but that is what it is. Where else? We don't have a... Oh, here we go. This is what really grinds my gears on this deal.
No, breaking news.
There's no dirt race in the Xfinity Series. Why? Why?
I don't know.
It would be the best. It would literally be the best race on any dirt race that NASCAR's put on. The top to me is still Eldora Truck. Like that. Like those races were really, really good.
Iconic.
They were really, really good. Like ripping the top, hitting the wall, slide jobs going down.
I mean, like Bobby Pierce showing up in a Brothers truck,
yeah, dude,
just ripping. Strickler got his truck start there.
Yes, dude. Like those were great races. Like those were like they had me on the edge of my seat. Norm Benning, we can't forget about. We all know about that. We all know what happened.
You know, I heard a rumor that Norm traded that truck for like 3 sets of scuffs.
No way. You're lying. You're capping, bro. You're capping.
I
know that
unconfirmed, but it sounds about right.
That's not right, dude. There's no way he'd give up his nicest piece.
I mean,
he ran at the dirt track.
The truck is still sitting.
No, I know it's at Eldora, which is pretty cool. It's like a relic.
Okay, maybe 1 set of stickers.
There's no other truck out there that slammed Clay Greenfield's Dodge Ram into the wall, then flipped in the bird better than that 57 Red Rocket Silverado or whatever.
I mean, Norm's he's on the entry list this week too, so
he'll probably win.
Expect big things. Over under 15 laps down.
Oh, way under, dude. We're going to Talladega.
I mean, you never know.
Even if I feel like if you ran out of the draft the entire time, went green the whole way, the only place he'd really maybe lose laps, or like any of those kind of teams would lose laps, is probably green flag stops, if that was the case. But like the state, like truck races is so short, so like even if he fell out of the draft, I don't think he'd go a lap down.
So,
but yeah, back to what I was saying.
Okay, go. I'll
Xfinity would be the best dirt race because the fiberglass bodies you can beat and bang. The way the ride heights are, the power, the horsepower in the Xfinity car, the way they'd roll over, the fact you can run a short left side truck arm, I think that would be very crucial to getting that tripod effect you might see.
Would it pull the left front?
No, I think the way I see it with the short left side truck arm, you can get it almost propped up like a Rocket XR1. Like, I don't know who drives Rocket chassis. You probably know. You're a dirt guy, huh?
I mean, Josh Richards used to be the guy.
Yeah, Josh Richards back in that one car.
B-Shep still runs.
Brandon Shepard? Yeah. Okay, cool. It'd be like that. You could, like, run a real soft right front in that thing and just get her pitched over like that. Have the left rear hanging somewhere.
All the people listening, he's
somewhere in here. Yeah. I got a die cast in my hand. It would be like that. Get that tripod effect going. Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. I still think it'd be the best race. You can go get an old clunker because no one's going to use a good car there unless they're like really, really committed or they're a really big team.
Would Harmon pull out his Dodge Challengers?
I don't know because he sold them. We finally all
of them.
Yes, whenever I was working there, it took us a while to get them, to talk them into selling them all. Just because, dude, there's not enough room in that shop to run 2 Xfinity teams. Because at the time, like, they still have like 6 cars. Yeah, 3 for 47, 3 for 74. But, like, if it was on the schedule and they did still have them, that's the ones I would take. Like, if I had a team, I would go buy, like, some old, like, lower tier teams, like their piece of crap car, the one they're trying to get rid of, and then maybe cut the A-frame plates out.
I think BJ's got the corner on that market with all those old Roush cars.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even want to take one of those. Like, I'd want to take someone's old beat up car they've run for the past 2 years every weekend, and then make that my dirt car. And I would make it a dirt car. I'd be cutting A-frame plates off. I'd be changing the points on them and getting it all right where it really that bite.
Changing some Ackerman slugs.
Yeah, Ackerman slugs. We're talking all kinds of slugs. We're putting some rounds of camber in that thing, and we're going to dig.
6/17 shims.
Yeah, exactly.
In the right front.
Maybe like a tree H shim in the right front. Yeah. All right. Did you fly commercial to Vegas?
No, I actually flew private.
Private guy, yeah. Private or charter, but the term private flight's thrown around a lot. The term private, flying private is really thrown around a lot in the NASCAR world, especially for the newcomer who's trying to flex on Instagram or Snapchat. Because it's not a private flight. It is not.
Believe me, I have so many gripes with the pit crew guys that take a picture of the plane every single week and they're like, living large, heading out, throwing up the signs,
That stuff really just pisses me off.
Where they sit in the back of the plane where it's like 600 degrees.
It's so hot and it is so loud back there.
There's 2 planes. There's one that's really hot, and then the other one is the exact opposite.
Are you talking about
really
the 2
cold
planes that Champion has or the 2 different airlines?
I'm talking the 2 planes that Champion has.
Really? I never really paid too much attention to the tail numbers on them, but I feel like the Champion planes are inherently hot because they're black and they sit out in the sun all day, especially if you're like in
Shout
Vegas.
out Dale Sr.
Yeah.
Great airline.
Greatest airline. Does Teresa run it?
I
know it definitely has the Dale Earnhardt Incorporated logo on it or something.
I think we need to incorporate this soundboard a little bit more.
Which one's that? Dude, I put so much time into the soundboard. I put like 5 minutes into this thing. We got some good ones. I literally was sitting here last night. This is like midnight. I raced my league race.
Shout out to the ITRL.
The Iron Thunder Racing League. Check out the Iron Thunder Racing Network on YouTube. We race every Monday, Tuesday.
You can see the likes of me.
Rarely. He never shows up.
And are you the ARCA champion?
2 years ago, or not the last season, but the season before, yeah. But I'm coming for that title again. I finished 4th in the first race, and I've won the last 2.
You want me to break some news on this podcast?
No. I don't know what news you're talking about, so... Yeah.
I'm going to run as an independent.
On the Iron Thunder Racing League?
In the Cup Series. So if you guys want to support me, #69love.
Yeah, but like... Anyways, I ran my league race, and I came over here, and I was trying to set this stuff up. It's like midnight. I had to get up pretty early to go sign some hero cards, because that's what they call them. I hate that term, really. But anyway.
Are you a hero? You're a hero to some people.
Maybe.
My mom.
Well, that's good. If there's anybody I want to be a hero for, that's who I want to be a hero for. But I was just sitting here, and I was literally just hitting buttons and just laughing my ass off. Let's see what we got here.
That's the same one I just hit.
Put him in the wall! Bruh.
Dude, it's so much fun. You can just do whatever. What song's that? That one sucks. That's just applause. Money counter. We'll be stacking paper. Once we get those ad reads coming in, that's when we're gonna be making the money. That's the real reason I made this podcast. All y'all podcast advertisers, hit my line, hit the Twitter DM, and we'll collab. I'll read the hell out of some ads.
Yeah, we're not afraid to read ads. This whole podcast could be ads.
Yeah, what's that? Keeps. That one's always ad. Like, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately.
No free ads though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I just hear it sometimes. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately to try to get in the mindset and really get inspired for this thing. It honestly, just making this whole set I got here. I gotta get another camera so it's not like this weird.
Yeah, we need 2.
news at 7 angle, but sports at 7. Anyways, it took me so long to find this table. Like I ordered this stuff first, the microphones, this whole board here, and then I was like, okay, well I got to figure out where I'm gonna do this because I didn't really even have that figured out yet. I came home, looked around my apartment. My apartment is not that big. It's decently sized. I'm not too modest, you know.
This is kind of almost as big as my house.
Get the hell out of here. This thing's small.
Sorry. That's good. We're good.
All right, bro. We're going to have to start turning phones off when we get on this thing from now on. But anyway, I went to Lowe's. I went to Home Depot. I don't know why I went to those places. I was thinking maybe like a workbench style vibe. Couldn't find anything. Hobby Lobby. Saw this dude working there. Dude, like, I don't know what you got to be doing in life to be working at Hobby Lobby
when you get Sundays off.
When you're a middle-aged man. And not to throw shade. If you're that guy listening right now, probably not.
I'm pretty sure they have a decent healthcare program.
They might have, like, imagine just stocking shelves with just shit, dude. Like, talking about, like, it's fall time, so just pumpkins and just orange leaves and things like that everywhere. He's just pushing, like, a little 3-tier cart around with all that stuff.
You want to hear a fun fact?
Yeah.
So, breaking news. We're just going to break all the news.
Break them.
I do have a significant other, and we spend a decent amount of time in Hobby Lobby.
No way.
I'm not going to lie. They got some good stuff in there.
I'll one up you there by saying I actually looked for some decorations for the pod there. I was in the automotive looking section. There was like some sweet Corvette signs I was thinking about hanging up back here.
Yeah, brother.
But like, I was just like, this stuff doesn't work. Anyway, I mean, like the dude, you know, he's
everything's
working.
Always on sale.
Dude's getting a check there. That's working there. I've had some good jobs and I've had some bad jobs in my day.
What is the most obscure job you've had?
Tube chunker. What? Don's fish. So like, I worked on a river in college at
Bruh.
I worked on the river in college when I was going to school at Texas State, and it was me and all my fraternity brothers that worked there.
Delta Tau Delta Kappa Beta.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
Anyways,
are they going to be fans of the pod?
Oh yeah, they're definitely. I already got them pumped up. I might maybe fly one of them out here and get them on the pod. The most ridiculous one.
So 3 guys, 2 microphones.
Yeah, well, I actually got my boy Pockets, who works on the race team. He lives across the way in some other apartments over here. And he's been asking me. He's like, so when are we making this pod? When are we making this pod? When are we making this pod?
Damn, I'm already going to get replaced.
No. He's either going to be a guest or honestly, he might be the third guy. Like, I'll sit right here because this is my house, okay? And then he can sit here. Do you know Pockets?
Yeah. Once again, I pitted a full season for his team.
That's right, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
But do you know Pockets? I've known Pockets. He was a tire guy on my late model back in Texas. He moved out here a little bit before me.
Okay, I don't
You
have
don't know Pockets.
I don't have his origin story.
Do you know his comedy? Do you know his sense of humor? Do you think you could vibe with him on the pod? I mean, let's just talk about it. I hate that I said vibe right there. I hate that. I hate that word so much.
I can vibe with anyone.
Okay, cool.
Except for a certain gas man on a team who called me Grimace this week.
Well, that would be Chef Dump, and I'd say his nickname is much worse than Grimace, even though he didn't have a purple shirt on.
I wear a purple shirt, so the hospitality people that I work with know where I am, and they can see me. It's a very vibrant purple shirt.
I could see you from a mile away. I could be in pit stall 1, and you could be in pit stall 40.
A little nugget. I actually made an appearance in a Roush Fenway video this week.
It'd probably be pretty easy to spot.
Yeah, I mean,
because they had that purple car, they probably thought you were part of the team.
Yeah, joke's on them.
Yeah, yeah, free advertisement. We say no free ads; they give free ads.
Yeah. So this specific fuel man, I'm not going to name him
Chef Dump or Dr. Dump,
but he
Mr.
gave
Dump.
himself that nickname.
El Dumperino.
He came up to me and he goes, "What's up, Grimace?" And listen, I'm not a skinny man by any means, but I'm not fat. I would say I'm husky. Yeah, that was the perfect one for that.
I don't know. I just wanted to use that one.
But to call a man Grimace when...
I don't even know. Grimace, that's the guy from McDonald's, right?
It's the big, fat, purple...
I mean, he's not fat, dude. He's just like a triangle shape, right?
Me?
Am I? No, the actual
No, Grimace is like a big, goofy looking purple thing.
Okay.
And I am known as the Square Body. That's
Square
my
Body.
official nickname.
Box Chevy.
I got many iterations of that, but
Mm-hmm.
I was genuinely hurt when he called me Grimace.
Why? I've been called much worse. I'm sure
Because
you
Grimace
have too.
it's not even like the cool character.
Okay, well, who is the cool character? I mean, what do they want to call you, Ronald McDonald?
The Hamburglar.
I thought it was there's multiple Hamburglers.
The
That's what we should have called this podcast, dude. Hamburgers. It was so hard to come up with a damn name for this thing. I got a few wrote down here. Obviously, we ended up with.
Bruh.
No.
Not that one. I think it's this one.
That one. That's what we went with. Real Man of Genius. But I was really trying hard to come up with a name. I was watching movies. I was thinking maybe Too Fast, Too Furious theme. I was thinking maybe the Ejecto Cedo podcast.
Ejecto Cedo Cuzzo podcast.
Said forget about it, cuh. And then the Too Soon Junior podcast. But then I was like, no, maybe people wouldn't get that. So I went to even more niche movie, more of a cult classic.
Yeah, a movie that about half the population has seen.
You think that many people have? I doubt that many people have seen it. I was looking for The Big Lebowski. And
I mean, it's one of my favorite movies.
it's one of my favorites. It's a cult classic, I'd say. And I was looking maybe the Market 8 Dude podcast. All the other good ones, Over the Line's taken. Over the Line. It's taken. And then all the other ones, like You're Out of Your Element, Donnie, You're Out of Your Element. Those are pretty hard to come by, too. He peed on your rug.
Plus, it doesn't just roll off the tongue.
It doesn't. Real Men of Genius pod. Or
Like, hey, welcome to the He Peed on Your Rug podcast.
yeah, that's kind of hard to open up with, and it might just throw you off for the whole thing. But yeah, what were we were talking about? We were talking about airlines, or no, we were talking about flying private or charter, which is really what it is.
We got way off.
We
on a
got
tangent.
derailed.
So normally, if you're not in the industry, most of the teams fly out on what would be considered a charter jet.
It's like a chartered bus that your lacrosse.
So basically, you leave the day before the race, you get a rental car, do the race, go to the hotel. Well, that's backwards. Go to the hotel, do the race,
first.
and then
Sometimes I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
as Clint, I think this is what you're going to say. Clint Boyer sometimes says the race on the track might not be that great, but the race to the airport to get home
It's not at all what I was going to say, but it is very true. I
is
mean,
way better.
I've driven a Dodge Caravan far past its limits trying to get to the airport first.
I had a sporty little Toyota Camry last week.
Yeah, see, like, I'm normally with the team. I got my own rental car one time, which was sick. I was given the full driver treatment. I got there, I was filling in for somebody. I got there late. Like, I flew in, like, the race started at 8 o'clock. I probably got there at, like, 4. Like, it was ridiculous. I got my own rental car, drove the track, ran the race, went home, which was, like, kind of cool. But I honestly enjoy riding in the van and racing the other vans to the airport because you got everybody in there with you. They're all just pumping you up to go way too fast in this Dodge Caravan. You know, you're jumping speed bumps. You're running through the grass. It's a damn good time. But what I was really trying to talk about here was I flew commercial. Yeah, that's the word, commercial.
There you go.
And our flight was kind of late, and I don't know if airports are just like this.
What kind of commercial? Are we talking like a standard commercial?
We're talking Frontier Airlines.
Okay, so we're talking the Walmart of airlines.
Yeah, just
The great value airlines.
just a tad above Spirit Airlines. Unless, they want to, be on a race car, then they're the best airlines in the world.
I think we'd only
I'll reverse that real fast.
You'd only fly Frontier.
Yeah, that's okay. For monetary sponsorship. Anyways, or honestly, I'd take free flights too.
Wow, $40.
As long as I can get okay. So anyway, we got to the airport like 8 o'clock. I don't know if airports are just like this, but everything was closed at 8 o'clock. Like Chick-fil-A was closed. I was trying to go there and get some chicken. I'm on a keto diet. There it is. I said it. And I was looking to get some grilled nuggets.
Bruh.
I was looking to get some
All right, we got to change that. That's
grilled. What, you don't like?
Bruh.
You're looking to get some grilled nuggets. Closed. I'm walking around. Nothing's open. So Then I went to Smash Burger. I was like, screw my diet. I am so hungry right now because I hadn't eaten since like noon. Or before that even. Because I think I was actually doing stuff for the podcast. I think I was looking for this table while before my flight. And I came home, packed my bag, and left real fast. Did not eat. Went to Smash Burger. Waited in line for, I don't know, 20 minutes. Another 20 minutes to get my food. By this point, I am so angry. I
And
just
you
like
probably paid $27 for the burger.
my anger is just compounding at this point because not only did that happen, but I'm flying Frontier. You have to like pay to bring a bag on the plane, which that kind of got me going a little bit. And then I walk up to the security line, and she's like, "Oh, if you go down to E, there's no line down there." And I'm at checkpoint B. E is like a quarter mile away. But I'll walk, no line. That's okay. I get down there. The line is longer than the one that was at B. So now I'm just furious. I'm just walking in this line, just steam rolling out the ears. And then this whole Smash Burger debacle happens. And I'm real pissed at this point. And I'm like, I need a beer. I need ice cold beer right now. Walk up to the bar, they're closing. And I'm like, what is going on? This is the worst airport experience I've ever had in my life.
It's at
So
8
then
o'clock
I'm just
at
going,
night.
I go over there. A bunch of race teams are there. I don't sit with them. I sit by myself because I'm just steaming angry. I want to eat my burger, and I don't want to talk to anybody. I have my AirPods in, and I'm just eating this burger, just chowing down hard. I feel like people could watch me. I feel like I was eating really fast and angrily because people might have been looking at me. But then there's this... Here we go. There's a baby that starts crying. It's babies are cool, but a baby crying at an airport, much less in the plane, is probably one of the top 10 most annoying things in the world. And you know what? Congratulations, you have a kid. Congrats on the sex, okay?
Sex trophy.
Yeah, sex trophy. But if I have a kid and that thing's crying on the plane, I'm throwing that little dog a melatonin gummy, putting him out, and maybe. That's why I don't have kids yet. Maybe I'm not mature enough, but I think, melatonin, that's pretty chill. Maybe half of one, cut it in half so it's not super strong, knock the baby out for 24 hours. But, there's got to be some kind of baby melatonin or something. Just knock that thing out. I'm not trying to, hear some just screaming in the back of the plane while I'm trying to listen to, Project Pat or something. I'm trying to thug out up there in the front of the plane, and I got a baby screaming 3 rows behind me.
Something tells me that wasn't the worst part of the flight.
The flight wasn't that bad. I think the baby that was crying was actually 20 rows behind me, so I couldn't hear him. The worst part of the flight is the fact that I got to pay $10 for a Diet Coke or something, and then
That's a little extreme.
It's it's $7. I was exaggerating. This is a hyperbole.
That's an exaggeration beyond the truth. Shout out Becky Polzine, Sports Lit.
I don't know what that is.
That was my high school teacher.
You had sports lit in your high school?
Yeah.
Damn.
We got to go to sports games all the time.
Damn. Is it your blow-off class or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I had aquatic science. I had some fish in there.
Aquatic science?
Dude, aquatic science was sick, dude.
At least it wasn't hydroponics.
No, it was aquatic science. So the first semester, you kind of learn about fish or whatever. Then the second one, all you got to do is take care of some fish. I Googled the easiest to take care of fish. Got them. Never died. There was some kids that were getting in fights and stuff. They poured bleach in the other kid's tank. Just killed those things. Cold-blooded murder. Dripping Springs High School.
Do you want to hear a seamless transition here?
Yes.
Man, that sounds like a rough job. Speaking of jobs.
We're back on jobs. Steve Jobs, he's dead.
So you relayed what your weirdest job was. Mine, I was a pool guy.
Oh, man. I feel like you told me this one time.
Yes. I cleaned pools for a living for a summer. Shout out Jack Robertson, Scuba Clean Pools. But we're not going to give him free ads.
No. I mean, you just did. But is he still in business? He's still cleaning pools? He still have teenage boys out there doing manual labor for him?
Well, I was mid-20s.
Oh, my God, dude. That's worse than being a tube chunker, I think.
It was good
At
money.
least I had to operate heavy machinery at Don's.
So this guy, he would clean pools during the summer, right? And then he'd take all the money that he made and go live in Colombia as a king for 6 months.
Damn.
A steak down there cost $3.
That's a solid plan for life, really. I mean, it's kind of unstable, I guess. Colombia, you feel like you can get pretty easily kidnapped or trafficked down there. A lot of what do you call it? Drug kingpins down there, maybe.
I mean, that's the OG place of Pablo Escobar.
Oh yeah,
You know about
legend.
R.I.P. to the real one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say that. He's pretty much a bad guy, but still a legend. His profession. You were a pool guy, so are the rumors true? Of the pool boy.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Because
why would you even be a pool boy? Then
I clean the
sweating.
pools at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I guess then you're not sweating. So I guess
You're not sweating and you're not seeing all the baddies out.
No, you're definitely not. There's no.
Maybe at the end of your route at like 10:30. That's still way too early.
When the moms are bringing the kids back from school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was I talking about? You really threw me off. You said seamless transition.
That was a seamless transition.
And now what? Now I don't have a seamless transition to go back in. I'm pretty much out of topics I already talked about.
Well, should we get into origin stories?
No, that's for later, a later date.
Okay.
I think. I don't know if we do more than one of these. I hope so. I spent an astronomical amount of money on this stuff. Like I said, getting the
Speaking about spending an astronomical amount of money, how many wrecks do you think there are going to be at Talladega this weekend?
Now that was a seamless transition.
That was seamless.
And I don't know. I mean, Talladega is not near as wild, I feel like, as Daytona. Like Daytona,
It's too wide.
yeah, it's really wide. There's not very many bumps when they put the backstretch tunnel in. There's kind of a bit of a bump. I mean, I raced Talladega twice. I crashed once. Doors on the wall over there. Y'all can't see it on the camera. Whatever.
You know what I'm gonna hate to hear this weekend? All the cliche bullshit from the cup drivers.
Talladega.
Oh, my owner said the only thing I got to bring back is the steering wheel. You know what they're going to do? They're going to go single file around the top for 200 laps.
Yeah, cup races are too long. No cap. I got to stop playing with that thing. I can hear it picking up on the mic. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, the Xfinity race, I almost guarantee will not be that exciting. I'll say that, and it will be.
So what's going to happen is like lap 10, Cesar Baccarella is going to hit the wall. He's going to take out 3 people in the back.
Dude's throwing shade.
I mean,
that's honestly is what happens. Like you have a guy who's like running mid pack towards the back, messes up, wrecks a few cars, and then everybody is just chilling for like 2 stages. The way the Xfinity package is, you don't get massive runs. It's not like the Cup car or the truck. They don't punch a big enough hole, so it's pretty tame. I've never understood why the guys that are racing for the win wait until like turn 3 to go. I mean, I'm pretty inexperienced in that situation, but I would go like 4 laps to go. Like screw it. Like then everybody else is gonna wait until the last minute, and you don't have enough time. You don't get the big enough run with an Xfinity car.
What?
The Xfinity race will be tame. Cup race, maybe not.
No, it's going to be so tame.
Because
everyone's expecting a shit show.
Yeah, it's always how it goes. Everybody's like, "Oh, this race is gonna be a wreck fest," and then everybody's just so calm because they think it's gonna be a wreck fest, and it's like the most calm race in the world.
Right.
It's like the first Roval race. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, this first Roval race is gonna be ridiculous," and then nothing happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except for Larson and Keselowski driving straight into the fence.
Yeah,
But I mean, who hasn't done that?
I've done it.
No, you haven't. Maybe on iRacing, brother.
I am an amateur race car driver.
Yeah, when are you going to get back behind the wheel? When are you going to get back in the D and Q series? I'm trying to see you rip top Millbridge.
It's probably sooner than you think.
No way.
Like maybe within the next month.
The
My car owner has reached out and says, we need to get you back in the seat.
We need to get you back behind the wheel. We got to get this thing up at
And
owner's
I
points.
said, you need to take all the lead off that go-kart because we don't need it.
What series do you run in? So, like, I know that the D and Q series has, like, 5 series. They have, like, the late model or the ARCA series. Like that.
We're getting way too in-depth.
No, we're not. Let them know. The people who do not know about the D and Q series should look it up because it's pretty tight.
I'm going to be a purist and say it was way better like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it always is.
It always is. No,
It's like
I would
everybody-
race in the what would be considered, I think it's the Busch series. So it's a treaded tire with a out-of-the-box stock Predator motor.
Predator.
Yep.
No, you don't run flatheads?
No.
Yeah. No one does anymore. I don't understand why flat carts don't run that motor anymore. Back when blue plate, purple plate, red plate, that was. I mean,
it's all Predator and it's all clone.
I'm actually undefeated in dirt go-kart racing. I've raced
one
twice.
For one.
I've raced twice and I've won twice.
So I have raced, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 times. I haven't made it out of the C main.
Hey.
You gotta start somewhere though.
There's gotta be those guys in the field. You gotta have those guys in the field. Everybody wants to complain. Get them off the track, but they gotta be there. They have to be there.
We're the ones that keep this all together.
Yeah. What do you think? Everybody's gonna be going 17 wide the whole race, racing for the lead? Not gonna happen. Which brings me to my next subject. People on Twitter.
All of them.
I didn't write this down. You know who I'm talking about. The people who don't know what they want. And this might make my podcast go south. But there's just a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of NASCAR fans on Twitter. Not saying all of them. There's some of them that do not know what they're talking about. The good thing is, when I say the people that don't know what they're talking about, they're thinking, oh, it's those other people. I know what I'm talking about.
Allegedly.
That's exactly how it's going to go. It's like that episode. You ever seen the episode of South Park where Cartman's a Yelp reviewer?
Yeah, that's awful.
What do you mean? It's the exact same. It's the exact same premise.
I'm saying like what he does is awful.
Well, yeah, but everybody in South Park thinks that they are the Yelp reviewer and they're the leader. That's how those people on Twitter think. I think.
No, the best.
What was that? Oh, my camera. Oh God, nice. Hold on. I think we got to cut it short right here.
Yeah.
Tune in next time.
What a way to stop
for